Cyber District Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Christopher Bruns now presiding.
Please be seated. Ms. Shannon, are you our foreperson?
Yes.
Would you, has the jury reached a verdict in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you please hand your verdict to the jury attendant? State of Iowa versus Stanley Donahue, Lynn County case FECR 141090. In count one, attempted murder of a peace officer, we, the jury, find the defendant Stanley Donahue guilty of attempted murder of a peace officer. Count two, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of robbery in the first degree. Count three, we, the defendant, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of robbery in the first degree. Count four, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of willful injury causing serious injury. Count five, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of attempt to elude. Count six, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of trafficking stolen weapons. Count seven, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of disarming a peace officer. Count eight, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of felon in possession of a firearm. Count nine, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of false imprisonment. And count 10, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of false imprisonment. Mr. Stiefel, would you like me to poll the jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is accepted. It's entered record. Judgment and sentence are scheduled for April 28, 2023 at 1:30 p.m. at the Lynn County Courthouse. I will request that the 6th Judicial District Department of Correctional Services prepare a pre-sentence investigation report and provide a copy to the court and counsel at least 5 days before sentencing. Those copies will be made available electronically. So, Mr. Donahue, if you want to challenge the verdict, you must file an appropriate post-trial motion that could include, but is not limited to, a motion for a new trial. If you don't file a timely post-trial motion, you may later be precluded from asserting issues that you could have raised in that motion on appeal to the Iowa Appellate Courts. Any post-trial motion must be filed no later than 5 days before April 28 or 45 days from today's date, whichever comes up first. That would be any motion other than one based on alleged newly discovered evidence. Is there any further record we need to make at this time, Mr. Maybanks?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Stiefel?
Your Honor, may we approach regarding a scheduling conflict I have with April 28th?
Sure. conflict for defense counsel, I will set the date of judgment and sentence for a separate date. It will not be April 28th because that's not a viable date. I'll set that by separate order. I'm going to have to do it that way because I don't have a date here in hand that I can give you. I also need to note, no bond is set because we have forcible felonies, so the defendant will be held without bond. Any further record I need to make, Mr. Maynex?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Stiefel?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to go back and talk to our jury and release them at this point. Thank you all. I will look forward to seeing you as we proceed forward. Thank you.